Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Shadow and Sun Show. Today we are making crafts. Okay, we're making a volcano.
That's right,
A
folks.
pretty big one.
Yeah.
This man may or may not be...
I've gone off the deep end with pink foam, white styrofoam, and ambition. So tonight, like he said, we're going to be making, slide it on over,
this big of a volcano.
We're actually using an entire sheet of pink XPS foam.
A bit wasteful in my opinion to use the whole thing for...
Yeah, well, I want it sturdy, but I want it light. I've already glued these 3 pieces of styrofoam, white styrofoam down, which is good old-fashioned Aleene's tacky glue.
Tacky.
And some toothpicks to keep it in place and give it a little strength. And line it up. Yeah, that won't be a problem. I've also made some bricks for the steps leading up to the doorway that will be somewhere up about here.
Because that's how tall this man wants it to be.
We've also if you remember the lighthouse video, when I cut the circles out of the styrofoam, I kept every piece of this XPS foam, and these were the circles, and I knew they'd come in handy.
Circle through the things around the circles.
Right, and I gouged these up with just a good old-fashioned X-Acto knife, and my I have a rock that I use for all my texturing instead of a aluminum foil ball. I found a rock that's very small, got some sharp edges, and it fits perfectly in the hand, so I don't get tired after doing this. Which after doing the bricks alone, it was pretty.
You didn't ask for help.
No, it was late. You were sleeping, and
no, I didn't. I actually probably wasn't sleeping.
So we're going to be using more toothpicks, more glue, and we're just going to build it up for this part of the video. What?
Put it in your hip. Put it in your hair.
No, I'm just putting it in the cup so that it flows to the bottom. Once your bottles get about half full, a lot of crafters like to store them upside down, so you're not squeezing and squeezing to get the glue out. So
common toothpaste except.
Or shampoo or something like that. If you turn it upside down, gravity pulls it down there for you.
Because it's gravity works.
And you're not wasting a lot of time. So we also have, grab me one of the tall pieces, the long pieces. Anyone, doesn't matter. We're going to be using them for random. Actually, not these. Give me one more squared. Yeah, there you go. We're going to let the little guy decide how tall this is going to be. Let's see.
The volcano?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want this tall?
No, this tall.
Okay, that would be more accurate to scale. We're trying to keep this to make it look...
I mean, they might as well double down.
No, we're not doing that. We want the Falling Star sailing ship, when it parks in front of here, for this volcano to not look dinky. It's still going to be off scale.
Anything bigger than this wouldn't look dinky.
Right.
But you want it to be like this tall. And that's not really an exaggeration, is it?
No, not really. If I could, I would use the full length of these styrofoam.
If you didn't need to worry about room, you would genuinely make it this tall.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, because you are
hot and cold lava 24/7.
Yeah, you have a questionable mental state.
So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna let the little guy, because he enjoys snapping this styrofoam, pick a height somewhere around where my thumb is and just snap it. No, with your 2 hands, like you're, just break it. Just no, like kind of like this. So you have more control over it. No. If you do that, it won't break the way you want it.
So do you want it to be this tall?
No, about half.
This tall?
Somewhere in the middle.
This tall?
A little taller than that,
this
but
tall?
no, come like right here, like somewhere around there.
Okay.
Perfect. Now we're gonna
longer, smaller, sir.
Because we at the very top we want it to be kind of uneven, like going at an angle or something. We don't want it to be a perfect flat topped cone. And what we're going to do is we're going to take some glue and some toothpicks, and I'm going to show you how to do the first one. Just put 2 toothpicks in there. That ought to be enough.
That's 2. You don't need 3, you need 10.
And you're just going to put the glue on, and then I'll do the first one, and then you can do the next one, and then we'll go on to the next part.
Would I put it?
well, somewhere, we could start in the center and work our way out. How's that? It doesn't have to be perfectly even. It's a mountain, so we don't really want it
Isn't
to
there
be.
going to be a hole in there for we're going to put a tea light?
Yes, thank you. At the very, very top, we're going
By
to
the-
sneak in a tea light, and we're also going to sneak in some of the polyfill to make the smoke, so the volcano will look like it's
Oh, by the way, one thing,
smoking.
as you probably could have assumed, we're not finishing this craft. We're not even getting anywhere near finishing
Thank you, I
this craft
forgot
today.
about that, yes.
This is actually going to be a two-parter.
Yes.
Our first two-parter craft.
It
So,
could
right
even
now-
stretch into 3.
No,
if-
we don't. I don't know that. I don't think so. Here?
Anywhere in the center, doesn't matter. We've got plenty
The
of these.
reason I don't want it to be 3 and why I think we should keep it at 2 is because the next part is actually going to be the last Thursday of the month.
Right.
And also because we have so many possibilities of what to make these 2 months, I don't want to waste a single week.
Tequila.
Huh.
Will you be ambitious?
What do you mean?
That's cool. It's a good attitude.
Yeah,
Now,
we have so many things that we can make.
now get this one in there, and then when you're done.
I mean, yes, a lot of them are basically the same process of making them.
And I'm gonna try and stick a toothpick in the middle to hold
How
them.
many?
Just one yeah, exactly. You got the idea. And then when you're done with that, go ahead and get a couple more of these out. I'm gonna put a little glue in here, just to help the toothpicks stay in it. See how it's not. For one moment, I let the glue. Okay, let's leave this one upside down. That's why I got 2 bottles.
The next part is going to be
Okay, I didn't cut this one open.
you did or they didn't?
I didn't.
You need to cut it open with a knife.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. And just squeeze them
Which I
together.
glue is that?
It's the same stuff, it's just clear. And both of these glues are basically white glue, but
One's clear.
it's a
One
little-
is the purple variety.
it's just a.
You know, it tastes like grapes.
Give me a couple more and break them.
This.
No, I want to use those for possibly the beach. We are also going to have a dock leading to the island so that the rowboat.
There's 2 more perfectly square ones. Is that what you want?
Yeah. Just break them in half. They can be taller or shorter, doesn't really matter. But we're going to try and build this way.
This one?
Yeah. Because I think I didn't bring out enough styrofoam for this
The square
particular.
ones?
Yeah. Oh, I've got literally a mountain of.
So you go get it?
Do you know where they are?
In the garage?
Yeah. In the corner by the side door.
Okay. You put this one in. Now we go.
Yeah. Get at least 6.
Of the square ones or just
Yeah. The square ones.
the corner, right?
Yeah. By the side door.
Okay.
In the next video, we will actually do the painting of this project, and then you'll have to wait and see the finished version during the Sunday show-off show.
Where did you say again?
The side door.
Oh, I thought you meant the exit to the. Oh, okay.
And when we're done with this, we'll go on to the pink XPS foam. And finish it off there. We will be using a homemade texture paint, which is basically just your cheap craft paint mixed with a lot of sand so that this doesn't look too smooth. I will also be cladding the outside of the white styrofoam with lots of pink XPS foam. That's why I said you guys would want 2 sheets of this roughly 2x2 section. I'm actually using leftovers for the second sheet from the lighthouse so that I don't waste any of it. And I really like these big 2x2 sections. They're really easy to work with. But the white styrofoam, you know, I couldn't get this sort of textured effect on the white styrofoam without using basically fire to get this shape and this texture. If you've ever worked with this white stuff, it doesn't go good with most crafts. You don't like that sound, huh?
No, I don't like the feeling.
Yeah, that's the old chalkboard and the fingernail thing going on there. Break them in half again. Get all four of them broken in half. All right, good job. Now you get to do what we just did. Put one here and then make four back here. And I'm going to go sort of to the front and start putting the pink XPS foam.
So
I'm just going to dump these out so I can take, say, four. And these, I'll be breaking them in half and doing the same thing with them, but I don't want them to poke through these smaller sections of the foam.
Did I put it here?
Yeah.
Right here.
You know, go one more here and maybe get one into the side as well. And then stab it in there and throw a little glue on the side so that it will sort of come together. And you're dripping glue.
Oh.
It's all right, I got it. But as you can see, it does the same thing, but I don't want it to go too far up into the... Actually, I'm going to go a little further here and I'll just put a lot of glue.
Oh, okay. I probably should have put this one in.
Yeah, you can always do it secondary. You don't have to do it immediately. And you know what? I'll put a couple on the side. I'm going to be putting these in at a bit of an angle. That went through. Hopefully my glue has learned its lesson.
This reminds me of the ice cave, the what's it called?
Oh, sure.
The cave, the regular cave,
Uh-huh.
my entrance, and the bridge, because of how it's probably gonna make a certain person in this house go insane once it's done.
Because of how large a project it is?
Yes.
Well,
We're gonna need to put this in a box, and we put that box in the attic.
maybe. Maybe we'll just put it in the living room so that everybody who comes by for the next month will have to ooh and ah over it.
No, they're gonna think.
We've lost our mind.
Yes.
When I was cutting this out, I don't know if any of you remember that classic movie, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, when the
That's bad.
when the main character
I think that's bad,
is
right?
building. No, they don't have to be perfect.
No, like look.
Oh, that's not good. Can you fix that? Just pull it out and replace it. When I was making this, the main character from Close Encounter, who was building the Devil's Tower inside his house, kept coming to mind.
Why?
Where if you've ever seen the movie, the main character sees a UFO and keeps getting visions of this mountain that he's unaware of at the time, called Devil's Tower, which is basically a mesa that the alien mothership is telling everybody to go to because that's where it's going to make its first contact with humanity, I guess.
Just put it here.
You make the next row back.
Really? I think it shouldn't be.
Okay, you want to build it?
Yeah, shouldn't this be a bit all over so we have room for the
Tea light? Okay, we can do that.
and room for other stuff as well.
Right. Well, it's not gonna be playable on the inside for miniatures,
Obviously not.
but
That's not
it
what I
will.
meant.
But that's what I was thinking of when I was cutting these pieces out last night.
Should I take this out and glue it back in? Use glue?
Sure. So, if you think we're crazy, just harken back to when the the character from Close Encounters,
We have
was
the Unity
tearing up his yard and throwing in the dirt and the bushes into his house to build that
Oh yeah,
gigantic.
man, there's something you remember. That was a movie.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And we are real human beings.
Well,
Or are we? I don't know, so much
more or
better.
less, more or less.
Might as well be.
Can you? Okay, it wasn't even close there. Okay. And any gaps and places where things don't meet and don't look right, that's where the paper clay is going to come in handy, where we'll be using it basically as a putty, because it's a very light material and it dries even lighter, that we'll be able to use it and fill all the gaps and make more texture, all at the same time keeping this
That's right, yeah.
project. You can even go like this a little maybe.
No.
Okay, because we're going to add another row back here too. Cause,
Oh.
So if you want to just make it like a tube, a square tunnel, if you will.
Yeah, I will.
Let's see, I'll put one more in the front, and then I'll go for the sides. Running out of toothpicks here? Maybe. Might have to go get some of those before we're done. But this should give you all basically the rough outline of this
Or
project.
what to do, but and also what not to do. Because you probably shouldn't make it 3 feet tall, or however tall this is going to be.
Well, that's the fun part. So many kids, I wasn't one of them, and maybe that's why I wanted to make this. In my science class, in school, many science classes, we had the option of making the volcano.
That's what everyone does.
And I just didn't get the opportunity to do that when I was younger. So I think that's part of my desire here to make this volcano.
Also, I don't think we have enough.
Oh, we're just going to finish off with the front and then, finish the rest of this off camera. But we just want to give you guys the rough idea of what we're going to be doing, what you can look forward to at the end of the month.
You know, as I've said, we're also doing the part 2 on next Thursday.
Right, and when you were in the garage, I was telling everybody during that part of the video we will be doing the painting of this project.
As well?
Well, by that time we will be done with everything except the painting.
I don't think we should make it a pure painting video, though.
Well, if there's anything left, by that time we can.
Is this bad?
No.
It's poking out as well.
Well, we can always just trim those off. And can you get in there now? I'll have to go from the other side.
Ah.
Don't stab yourself.
Oh.
I think we're gonna need another toothpick. Are we running out of those?
No, is this bad?
No, I can trim that off with just clippers.
Okay, we can't really, we need one.
Get some more toothpicks.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Need 4 more.
Okay, well.
Oh, you have the toothpicks that are one-sided?
Yeah, and I hate using these, so I'm just going to break off the pointy bit and throw the squared end because they have this sort of cool little. It looks like the handle of a sword or something like that. The way they've done them, and I just like using these for all kinds of different things.
I thought they stopped making them.
No,
And that was the worst outcome.
we'll just tear it off.
Okay. Still bad. Okay.
And we will add a ton more glue and let this set overnight.
Where's the... Oh, they already put it in?
Put what in?
The other one. You describe it. Oh, this is... Oh, we have another square.
Okay.
But part of it broke off. That's fine.
That's okay, because if you notice, it's a little too tall. You don't want
It's going to be the shortest piece. Oh.
to.
Oh,
mine.
it has literally nothing.
Yeah, it was just sitting there by Sherlock, right? And we're almost done. And I want to put this one there, but I don't know if you can hear that in the background. Our puppers is not feeling good, so he's making some noises. Nothing too serious. He's getting old and grouchy, and he keeps saying he wants to be in the video, but he got to be in last month and passed away. Yeah, he did.
Once. And actually not even once, it was just his how.
Oh, I didn't know he had to actually show up in the video.
No, I thought that was part of the contract.
But he needs a bath, and he knows it. And our puppers does not like taking baths.
Yeah, because you were bad at it.
Yeah, when he was a puppy, he did not enjoy it, and
Mostly because you were bad at it at the time.
he's still holding a grudge, I guess you'd say.
Yeah, I mean, you did almost have an MDI once, but
That was from the trimming, giving him a haircut. That's different than the bath.
yeah, but
It's funny because he actually knows the word bath, and if we say the word, we have to spell it sometimes. He goes and he literally runs and hides, which is pretty funny if you think about it.
perhaps.
Oh, not to him, but to us. I think it's hysterical. Don't do that.
I'm trying to make it fun.
Oh, it won't.
That's like the
It really won't be fun. Not cooperating, so we'll pin it from the outside. You got it lined up?
yeah,
Okay, yeah, that's fine. We just straighten it with some sticks, some toothpicks. A lot of glue in there, and then when we're done, I'll just that's good.
get a lot of them.
I'll come in from the top and just pour a ton of glue straight down in between the cracks, and overnight it will
So you
run
said
it. You know what? We can use some of the other pieces, I think. Well, there's two pieces behind you this whole time.
So you don't round?
Huh?
Don't round? I mean, it's round. Much like yours. They're rectangles.
That's okay. We can still use them for here.
And then square. But still.
We've got plenty of this stuff.
Okay.
Let's just try to finish this
Oh.
whole section off, and then we can call it a night.
But it is a night.
Well, you know,
It's already called a night.
say good night. Put some of this glue down here for you. And if any of you are unfamiliar with tacky glue, it's really convenient to put things together without too much sliding around. If you use regular Elmer's glue or school glue,
You can even put any toothpicks?
yeah, and you can just finish it off to the side. Then I'll put in the last two corner pieces. And a couple of these.
Oh.
You didn't break it off. You're gonna break it off when you.
No, it's going to be this tall. What, that's what you said that you wanted it? You said you wanted to be
This is tall enough, I think. I think we're good.
No,
It's going to be a little taller because I'm going to add the pink XPS foam all over the outside of it. Very
This is
thin.
going to be
Well, it's definitely going to be bigger than the lighthouse. That's just.
It already is.
You think so? Yeah.
This is going to be, I would say, very tedious. I mean, it may not be difficult in the sense of it's
Easily.
hard. It's not, well, in the sense that it's not going to be in easy. Like, I wouldn't say this is going
One
to
more
be.
piece ought to finish that off, and we're good to go.
Yeah, but this wouldn't. Would it fit?
Yeah, that's fine. No, don't put it in. Just. Can you fit it in there?
Maybe.
No, I think it's going to push everything off to the side. Just leave it like it was, and then watch. Just put it like that.
No, that's uneven.
It doesn't have to be even. It's going to be completely.
Also, I made a bad decision.
It's going to be completely, more or less natural looking. What'd you do? Oh, that sound. I thought you actually hurt yourself.
It's not a sound, it's a experience. And a painful.
Anytime anything rubs against this stuff,
Don't.
it bothers.
It's worse than a balloon.
Worse than a balloon.
No, it isn't. Balloons are the literal worst thing when it comes to rubber. Wait, actually, no, I shouldn't say that. Never mind.
The whole fingers on the chalkboard.
What?
That's what he's getting at.
No, I was gonna make a completely different joke, but when I realized that probably would be a bad decision,
Oh, okay. Well,
I'll tell you later.
okay.
Much like the last one,
I got you.
but you don't.
Want to keep the show family friendly, I think.
That would, sure. Oh, wait.
Wrong piece?
Yeah.
Pull it out and use the other piece. What are you doing? You're going to get a little glue on your fingers. It's not a big deal.
I never said I was.
And put this one in before you.
What do we do about connecting it to the walls?
Oh, we'll just use glue and
Okay.
putty or paper clay. And I can also maybe try to toothpick it from the inside.
I don't think that's enough. Or it did literally nothing at all. One or the other. Once you do that,
And I know some of the toothpick joints aren't connecting, and all the imperfections will be easily disguised with the paper clay. That's what
yeah,
we.
but I think this is good for tonight. I mean, we're gonna have the full month to work on this, and we're also gonna have another month to do the things that we think that aren't going to be easily known from this. Because I don't think the next one should just be painting, because we're skipping from this. Like if I saw this, I wouldn't see it as a volcano at all.
No.
So I do think that we should do a lot of the other stuff next, or not next week, but on the next part. And I don't think
Put it off to the side so they can see you talk. And you can say goodnight, everybody. There you have it. That's going to be the framework of our volcano. Hope this isn't too much for you guys. Hope you decide to make one of your own and drive your family crazy with the sound of breaking styrofoam. Right?
Yes.
And we hope you guys have a great weekend. We will be back painting the Freyer from Archon Studios, Dungeons and Lasers. Hope you guys join us for that. Until then, have a great weekend. See you guys later.
Right.